This scholarship is special. It's to celebrate 100 years of Madiba's birth. And the idea came thinking of what kind of leadership we would like to have for the next 100 years, stepping on the shoulders of Mandela. So the best way to celebrate him is to plant seeds of ethical, vigorous, committed leadership to our nations, to our continent, to the world, having the source in the values he embodies, but developing new generations of African leaders. I made it clear that it should be 50% boys and 50% girls. It's obvious, I think. My passion with elevating young women to take a center stage in development of our continent. But more importantly, this gender parity is also to ingrain in these young people the sense of equality between men and women. So I believe all the ingredients of how to have really 100 brilliant, well-trained, infused, committed, with the foresight of what to take the continent forward. I think we have a very good chance with these 100 ones. And they will be always reminded that yes, it's under Mandela, but it's under the Julius Nyerere. It is under the Patrice Lumumba. It is under the Sankaras of this continent. So it's really to emulate the best of leadership in the history of the continent and offering them an opportunity to take the continent to the heights we all dream of. The Mandela Institute Development Studies is the home of this scholarship program we're talking about. And why then African Leadership University? Two major reasons. One is that the African Leadership University is an extremely innovative way of developing a tertiary institution. Pedagogical methods which are being used have never been done before. So it's breaking new ground, which I believe it fits well with the fact that we are also developing new generations. At the same time, the university brings young people from all over the continent. They spend 2-3 years together. You also invest in new generation of leaders who are Pan-African, who have a lived experience of connecting, learning from one another, strategizing together how they intended to transform the continent. And when they go back to their respective countries, I hope we will have small core groups which will take up what they have learned and to apply it to the reality of the specific countries. In this way, hopefully, if there are 30 countries represented, then you'll have 30 core groups in 30 countries. That's the dream around it. We are hoping that also learning from, because these young people will be going to Kigali, to Rwanda. They will be trained in an environment where the country itself is a reference of success. And it's very important for young generations to live and to learn through that experience as well. The African Leadership University, it sees itself as a Pan-African institution. Hence the selection of young people coming from all over the continent. And it's not many institutions who do this. By the way, it relates very well with the Minds Scholarship Program, which is exactly to develop a Pan-African young leadership. But ALO is a groundbreaking institution, a tertiary institution on the continent. It combines knowledge, skills, leadership, and experience of a workplace. Within this Pan-African perspective, I felt attracted to the idea, and when I was asked to become the inaugural chancellor, I thought there were two issues. One, it was for me to learn much more about the initiative itself. And second, if from my generation anything can be taken as a reference, that's what patrons, that's what chancellors are for. If from my generation we can still be taken as a reference for these young generations, why not? So I thought it was I learned from ALO, and if there is anything I can help to transmit it to the new generations, I'm more than thrilled to do so.